create indexes, I do recommend that you try to create them at the same time as you are creating the table itself. In other words, try to anticipate what your indexing needs are going to be. It just makes it a little bit easier, particularly when creating your table using the graphic editor that you see here. Simply give your table a name, create your columns. You can see I haven't done anything here, but the idea simply being just to define your columns, and then right there, you see you have the ability to create all of your indexes for this table right at this point. Simply choose which column is going to be part of the index, then give the index a name, then determine whether or not it is a primary index. Again, you can only have one primary index, then all the others can be secondary, and then you can also determine whether or not you want them to be unique. So again, this is just one of the easier ways to create them. But if you need to create them after the fact, you certainly can. And we'll take a look at the code here for a few different examples. So I'm going to switch back to my query development here. And I have three different types of index that we'll look at: the unique and or just a secondary index, a hash index, and a join index. Now, I've already created them for two of the three cases, but not for the unique index here. And I'll come to that in a moment. But the first example is one of the simpler ones, just creating a secondary index on any given table after a primary has already been created. Now, the table itself is not really the best example for this, but it actually does kind of work out because it shows us an error that you may encounter, and I did this on purpose. If we look at the employee table from the retail database, it has an employee number and an employee name right here. So the example I'm going to do is to create an index on the name column. But before I do that, let's just select out the data from this table, and you can see for this particular example, they have chosen to go with duplicate employee names, but yet unique employee numbers. And it seems that the employee number changes with each department they work or have worked in. So again, you can see what I'm trying to do here is to create a unique index on a column that has duplicates. And I did this on purpose because this is going to fail. I wanted to actually show you that problem. So let's go ahead and try to create this. We'll go over the syntax in a moment. But you can see there it does